All right, so we want to go ahead and fill in this diagram for what happens during photosynthesis. And if we think of this plant as a system, we can think of these things as the input and these things as what's getting created or produced in this. So we can see there's 3 arrows going into the plant, and your teacher can pause this as you guys generate ideas of what 3 things do the plant need to take in during photosynthesis. And what you should have come up with is light energy or radiant energy from the sunlight. And I'm putting that at the top of the tree so that, because I know that's where that would get absorbed. In the leaves, I also know that carbon dioxide or CO2 also needs to get absorbed from the atmosphere. And then I'm choosing this bottom one because it would be in the roots of the plants. I also know that water or H2O need to get absorbed there. And then in this massive chemical reaction, we know these atoms are going to get rearranged. And one thing that, believe it or not, is a waste product of the plant is oxygen or O2. And really what's happening, what this plant needs to make for itself is glucose. And glucose, its chemical formula is C6H12O6. So we got the carbon, the hydrogen, and then the oxygen from both of those. So if we write this as a chemical equation down here, we can see, and it doesn't matter, but we know that light's required, light energy is required. So it doesn't matter what we put, but we know those 2 things have to go into the reaction as a reactant. So I'm going to put CO2 for the carbon dioxide, water, light energy is required, and then it doesn't matter what the products are, but both of those should be listed, which is, I'm going to put glucose or C6H12O6, and we also need oxygen. And if we're really specific, we can go back, and from your poll goal, we actually need 6 of these, and we know 6 are going to get produced. And so if we took a look and actually counted, these would be equal. So what causes the plants to grow and produce energy is, again, your teacher can pause this, but it is the plants taking in CO2, really the carbon, taking in CO2 in the process of photosynthesis. So without photosynthesis and without the carbon dioxide and water and light energy, that would not happen. So that is what is required from the plant.